If you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go with others. Greetings. I am Tori Germain. I am a boudoir photographer as well as a sensuality and dating coach and mentor. And today we're going to talk about having it all. All of your desires, all the desires of your heart, you can actually have them and hold them. Here's how. One of the key things when it comes to literally having every single thing that you want is having a routine, especially as a wife, a mother who homeschools as well, and is an entrepreneur. I have a set routine where things get done and when they get done and how I get them done. Now, I also know that sometimes life happens. Sometimes things are not in my control, and I don't necessarily believe in beating yourself up about it. I believe truly and deeply of giving yourself grace. This not only gives you a sense of calm, it allows you to be able to see others, especially those in your household, as human too. They will have their own span of hiccups. They will have their own span of mistakes that they make, and it's okay. Giving yourself grace is allowing yourself to truly know and be unconditional love. So, when it comes to a routine, what are the things that you truly value? What are the things that no matter what anyone else does, no one can do it like you? So, for instance, you may have someone to come in and to clean your home, right? But for me personally, I know no one can deep clean my home like me. Although it may be time consuming, that is something that I take pride in and that I want to do, right? So, what is something that you feel is not as valuable for your time? Go ahead and let someone else do that. Delegate it to someone else or hire someone to do it and have some standards of procedures for them. Let them know how you expect it to be done and when you want it done and in the time span and things like that, right? Especially when it comes to business, things that you don't have to do all the time. I have a mentor who is a photographer, and she talks about allowing other people, editors, professional editors, to edit your photos. For me, that personally does not work because as a boudoir photographer, my client's privacy is top priority, and I don't want to share or have someone else work on these images, right? So that's something that I personally don't do. But I do have things in my life that I allow other people to do or I delegate. So you want to have a routine, right? To make sure that things are flowing the way they need to, making sure that things get done, and making sure that you are consistently feeling your absolute best. You want to have a routine specifically for you and your self care, your maintenance, and just being able to fully pour into yourself because you need you more than anyone else does, right? And without you, having your cup filled, you're not able to pour anything into anyone. That is your household, that is your husband, your children, your business. Without you taking top priority over everything else, nothing else matters, right? So you want to make sure you have a routine and you stick to it of pouring into yourself. Now, it doesn't have to be you do the same thing every single time. If you've read The Artist's Way and you have expanded into and explored different hobbies, you can try a new hobby every single week. Something different. Like, okay, well, I want to do this and I want to pour into myself in this way and in this manner. Also, being able to feel into your body, feel into your soul, and know what is being asked of you. What is being asked of you for you to be able to maintain yourself? And what is being asked of you for you to expand in different ways? And that goes into the next point. What are you willing to contract in and what are you willing to expand in? And when I say contract, I mean like draw back. You're not spending as much time in that area. For me, I like to contract in social media. I want to be able to be very efficient when it comes to my utilization of social media. I want to be able to get what I need to get out, and I want to be able to spend the rest of my time either homeschooling my children, taking care of myself, being with my husband, or working in other aspects of my businesses, right? So, what do you want to contract in? And when do you feel in your body that this is what is needed and necessary for you? That allows you to expand in other areas. So if you're coming up with a second business, how do you want to expand in that business? Because when it is new, it is like a baby. It needs all of your time and attention. And where do you want to contract? Where are you able to contract? Right? When it comes to having it all, it will require you to take more notice of the things that you do have, for you to be grateful for the things that you do have, and to expand in that gratitude so that you can expand in all areas of your life. Wherever you put your time and attention, that is what grows. So, what are you being grateful for? What are you thinking of? And what kinds of negative self talk are you having with yourself, and allowing yourself to notice it and to release it? Emotions is energy in motion. So if you hold on to a feeling, an emotion, you're not allowing it to flow and go, right? Now, to amplify that good feeling, you want to be grateful for things. And you want to basically say, I am available for this. I am available for more of this. I am grateful for this, XYZ, whatever it may be. Even if it is the air in your lungs, even if it is the shoes on your feet, literally gratitude will amplify your feelings of goodness, of wholeness, of amazingness, and allow that to continue to meet you and flow through you, and for you to hold that energy, right? So that is one thing that I absolutely love to do, is to be very grateful and intentional on what I am paying attention to. What am I feeding into my mind, body, spirit, soul, all of that? And what am I holding on to, and why? So you may want to even journal that out or talk it out on a video and replay it so you have a better understanding of what's going on, why, and how you can possibly move through those emotions, especially the hard ones. Okay. One of the things that will also be required for you to have it all is to let go of control. And I know I talk about this a lot, letting go of control. But I say this as someone who was a perfectionist and needed everything to be perfect because no one else could do it the way that I do it, right? So this was like folding towels, everything, everything. And when I had children, or yeah, both children, my mom came and she took care of some of the household tasks. And so one of the things that I am an absolute stickler about is folding towels and clothes. But after having children, I just let go of control of that. I was just like, you know what? It's okay. And I remember when she left, I found a towel and I was like, ooh, this is kind of folded a little different. And I realized my mom had folded that towel for me. And I just filled up with so much gratitude to be able to have a folded towel. It wasn't like rumpled up or anything, but I like my lines clean. I like them tight. And allowing others to be human while they are helping me is just, it just does something to me, because I know that they are pouring into me the way in which they believe is important, right? Especially because at this point, it's not me having a standard of procedure. It's not about me having like a process or teaching someone how to do something. It is me just being filled with gratitude. With gratitude. I am so thankful. I am so happy. Right? And that also goes into one of my, I don't know, I guess values would be more so like me being enthusiastic and excited and happy just for life. Like in love with life used to be my little tag at the end of all of my Facebook posts back in like 2006. And it has come to fruition. I am truly and deeply in love with life. And I am grateful for what I do have as I am expanding into the desires of my heart, as I am expanding into my ability to be able to hold the desires of my heart, right? Because a lot of times we say we want something, but we don't have the capacity to hold it. We don't have the knowing of what is required for me to have this thing. I always used to talk about hair, how a lot of women, they want really long hair, they want it right now, they want it to grow overnight. And I truly believe that God gives us little by little. He gives us just a little bit so that we can adjust to what we have gained, so that we don't freak out and we don't know how to take care of what we have gained, so that we can give full respect and acknowledgement to what we have gained, be it spiritually, mentally, emotionally, financially, whatever it is. But we receive and we have to give thanks, and that allows us to have it all. Another point that I wanted to bring up is finding your village. A lot of times, especially in the homeschool community, especially in the natural community, I've heard time and time again that ladies are like, we don't have a village. Where's the village? The grandparents don't want to take care of the babies, all the things, right? And it is acknowledging where you are, what you have, again, giving thanks for that, while also using your discernment of who could be in my village. Who would I be grateful is in my village? Who would I trust, not only with myself, but also with my children? Who would I trust to go on, these adventures and field trips with? And being able to build a community with them, knowing what your values are and looking for people who have similar values. I truly believe that this is very similar to intentional dating, of being able to discern, is this my person? Is this my family that I want my family to be friends with? Is this someone that I could see myself growing with? Is this someone that I could see our children growing friendships with? And allowing people to be people, letting go of control, and just being able to watch them. I say that a lot when it comes to dating, watching the man, right? But being able to watch them and to see how they interact with themselves, their children, how they speak about, and when I'm saying them, I'm talking about ladies, right? How they speak about themselves, how they speak about their husbands, how they speak about their children, how they speak about other people who may not be in our group, our cohort, or, who may not be with us, but they're around us. And using your discernment, your spiritual powers, to know, are these my people? Do I want to have them in my village? And if so, introduce them to your friends. And if not, it's okay for you to either go separate ways, for you to meet them separately, or whatnot. It is for you to completely decide. But there are villages, and you have the capacity to create a village, even if it's just you and another family. Being able to create your village specifically to your family's needs, right? So, having it all is literally having a routine, using your discernment, giving gratitude and thanks, giving yourself and others grace, and really just standing in your power of what you are able to create through your divine feminine energy while being here on this plane. I love you, and I wish you all the best.